hello, g'day. Now, I have got myself cooking some amazing crispy pork here in my air fryer. Right, now let's have a look. So here's my air fryer, and let's have a look at what we've got, eh? Oh, look at that. That is gonna be beautiful in about 5-10 minutes or so. Right, so what we need to do is put you there. All right. Hey, what we need to do now is make some sauce to eat this with, because it's not. All right, Moo Grob is fantastic. Crispy pork, belly pork, bloody brilliant on its own, let's be honest. But it's always nicer with a little bit of sauerkraut, bit of mustard. There's a few other dipping sauces you can have with it, but my absolute favorite, without a doubt, without any shadow of a doubt in the world, is the Thai seafood sauce. Now, this is one of the easiest things to make in the world. And tasty too. Right, so let's get down to it. What do you need? You need some garlic. All right, so we got some cloves of garlic here. We need a little bit of lime. We got some limes here. We need some chilies. The hotter the better, because you're gonna balance the chili with some fish sauce, the lime, and just a little bit of oyster sauce. Trust me, it enriches the whole thing. So many people argue with me about this, but after you try it with just a little bit of oyster sauce, everyone agrees that, oh yeah, that actually does taste better. My mother-in-law, on the other hand, adds this like chicken stock powder. Now, I admit it tastes good, and I'm all for tasting good, but I don't know the shit that's in that powder, right? So I don't put that powder stuff in. So anyway, right, let's get down to it. Let's get cracking. Big ass knives work best, because look, basically you put the garlic out on this chopping board. I'm really sorry I don't have 3 hands, so I'm not going to show you this, but you'll get the idea pretty quick. Alright, so look, here we go. Knife, see, smack. Right, so after that smack, peel's pretty easy. There we go, there's one. Now, Thais would generally pound this out unless you go to like a restaurant or something where they're making so much of it, they're gonna do it in the blender. So I'm in a lazy mood, so I'm just gonna do it in the blender. So if you're gonna do it in the blender, you need to do a fair amount so that it will actually whiz up, but it's not a bother. I need a fair amount of Moo Grob too. Alright. Right. Now, you might ask, why did I smack the shit out of the garlic if I'm going to blend it? Well, I'm not cutting this garlic, I'm just... So, look, when you pound it, right? See, like, it basically falls off. So there, I got like a clove of garlic off pretty quick. It's easy. I got a mate who will probably comment below here, because I know what he's like, that, well, what I do with my garlic is I blanch them and then they just come off really easy, yeah? I just smack mine with the fucking knife, man. What's your point? Well, probably shouldn't say that. Sorry, that was an F-bomb. We'll try not to F-bomb too much, apart from when we're tasting. When we're tasting, you know, I just can't help myself. But yeah, if you're looking for a quick and easy way to peel garlic, get one of these, smack it, pick it up, boom, 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 and see, piece of garlic, we're good. How much garlic do you need to put in this? Well, you're actually looking for a bit of a 3-way balance, and taste is entirely in the buds of the beholder. Yeah, so up to you. You know, I like a heavy garlicky one. I also like a heavy chili one. So mine are quite heavy, a bit strong. Also, the spice depends on which chilies you use. In this case, I've chosen the longer style piquino, so it's not that hot. But oh, that one's got that bit of garlic. It's got a yucky bit. Let's just cut that out. That's the other reason you have a knife. Right, so I need 2 more bits of garlic here. We'll be good. Smack that, get on the floor, smack that, give me some more, smack that. Yeah, man. Yeah, sorry, my tunes aren't on today. Normally I do have tunes when I'm cooking. Mind you, this isn't really cooking, this is just prepping a sauce. This is like 4 or 5 minutes, mate, seriously, or max. Right, so let's have a look at that. Right, so in our mini blender, as you can see, we've got a fair few hunks of garlic there. Okay, I'm using the paper so the phone doesn't slip while it's in its holder. Right, so lime. I'll cut it into thirds, and then I'll slice it across where the pith bit is, so that, as you can see, I can see the seeds. So one quick scrape of my knife, like basically that's the bit I cut out, right? Was it that way around? No, it was that way around. Yeah, it came from there, right? So you cut one piece that looks like that, and again you can see the seed. One piece looks like that, not too bad, and then the other one like you saw. So now I just hand squeeze it into there. I mean, you could cut them in half and use one of those finicky things, but come on, these are small things, you know, they're not going to hurt your hands. If they are, use something else. But for me, this is just quicker, easier, and it's one less thing to clean up, which at the end of the day is what we want, right? I mean, you don't want to be doing a whole pile of washing up after this. Luckily for me, this little blender's quickly washable. I wish the lid was more washable. Looking at you, Philips, you could improve on that by making it a flatter design. Honestly, people that actually use these things should be in the design department. The people that do the washing up after them should be in the design department. Right, so there's one lime down. Alright, see now look, you could just cut it straight across with the lime, yeah, and you'll end up with that. Now, that's not a bad thing, but I find this way a lot harder to scrape the seeds out of, because the seeds can appear in any portion of it, which is why I cut it in the 3 ways that I did earlier. I mean, I think I did pretty well there, but I'm gonna watch this now for seeds anyway. Nah, no seeds, I did all right. Cool. Right, let's scrape this one out for seeds. See, this is the other thing. When I scrape it out for seeds like this, I just lost a whole ton of juice, man. That's juice that could have gone in to my sauce. It's a waste. I don't like to waste. That's why I don't also use additional tools when I'm cooking, you know? Because that's one more thing that's got waste on it. But anyway. Right, so I've got a nice little pool of lime at the bottom. I'll stop at the 2. I can add more later if it's the mix is wrong. Nice cold beer. Right, how many chilies? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that was a mixed colour. 4. That one was nice and ripe. That came off. 5, 6. Don't look at the bottom of that one. 7. Right, so there we go. 7 chilies. Alright, into my bowl. Right, what's next? Some fish sauce. 2 minutes, let me wash my hands. There's the oyster sauce. Right, first up, fish sauce. I always buy this one that's in a glass bottle. It's got a nice flavour, it's not too fishy, not too strong, it's still pongy a bit. It's fish sauce, man, come on. Right, give that a good few shakes. Should be enough. Right, now this, I'm only looking for a tiny, tiny little drizzle. I mean, you're looking for about half a teaspoon, yeah? You just want it to thicken up. Taste that. And it richens it up no end. Right. Should be good. Let's have a look at that. Oh. Now, some people do like to add sugar because the sugar does help to balance the acidity in this. I personally believe you do not need to add sugar. But if you are going to add sugar, use palm sugar. It gives you a depth of flavour in here that's really nice. Anyway, let me whiz this up and we'll see what it looks like. Here we go. Look at that. See, now that looks the same as if you'd spent hours chopping it and then adding it to. Honestly, why waste the time? I mean, if you know what's going in, then whacking it through the whizzer is not so bad with something like this. Oh, I can smell that. That smells gorgeous. Now, this is what I meant earlier, looking at you at Philips. Look at this shape of this lid. Look where all the shit is stuck, eh? I mean, if that was a flat lid, that would have been much easier with just a quick scrape and out and easy and not half as much wastage. Philips, it's a good machine. I love the glass. Don't change the glass. Change this. Make this flat. Or give me a second piece that goes inside that is flat, all right? Right, so let's take these blades out. There we go, there's the blades. Put them in that. Scrape this down. Make sure we get all that lovely chili and garlic into the thing. Now, at this point, if you think it's still too chunky and too much of what you were trying to whiz got thrown out of there, by all means, give it a second whack. To me, all right, there's a big piece of garlic there or two. All right, 3. I'm gonna have to whiz this again. Honestly, it'll do it a bit of good. You don't need to leave this sauce to mature. You can use it straight away. It's a nice fresh sauce. My family won't leave this sauce overnight. They say it ferments even in the fridge. And knowing what Thai kitchens are like, honestly, I would take their word for it. I would not go against that. Right, whoop, I got chili on my finger there. Alright, so those big bits of chili got chopped there. Yeah, that'll do. And look, because it's in glass, I can't be bothered putting it in another bowl. That'll do. Yeah? Right. So, clean my board. Wipe down my knife. Go wash my hands and we'll check on the pork. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Now that is Moo Grob. A couple of the other pieces, just knock some of the salt off, yeah, see? It's looking all right. Oh, look at that. See how that's bubbled up? That's what you're looking for. All right, so my pork is rested. I'm ready to dip my pork in my thing. But you might ask me, how did I cook this pork? I mean, look at this. That's pretty good, huh? That's pretty good. I mean, for a piece of market pork and about 30-40 minutes with absolutely no effort at all, yeah? That is damn good. Now look, get my knife I had earlier. Whoa, still a bit hot, even after I rested it. Oh look, it fell down, hang on. Let's try that again. Right, let's cut a piece off, yeah? Straight through, look at that. Look how juicy that is inside, eh? That is all right. Now, you might be asking, you probably are asking, you're probably wondering, in fact, how did I cook it like that? Ah, it's all right. So, after I washed it with the salt and the water, pulled it out, cut it into the strips you saw, and then it went into the air fryer. And I did a first round at 200 degrees for about 15 minutes or so. And before I did that, I put the salt on it and patted it in. That helps to bring the moisture out a bit. Yeah, what moisture? I've just washed it, right? I'm an idiot. Don't worry. The power of the air fryer brings it totally back. And as you can see, it's crispy as. Let's take a crispy bit, yeah? Get a bit of dip. Oh yeah. Phenomenal. So, into the air fryer, 15 minutes, and after 15 minutes, pull it out, let it sit about 10 minutes or so. Whack it back in, another 20-25 minutes, watch it this time, because as the bubbles start to form and the skin is getting crispy, that's where you want to stop it, because you don't want to overcook the meat. Now the meat's not going to dry out because it's got all that fat around it, right? I mean, that's why you buy the layered stuff. I mean, look at that. It's still wet. But if you cook it too long, I end up deep frying those little bits, and they'll be a bit hard, they'll be a bit chewy. Some people say that's not a bad thing, but so there's my air fryer Moo Grob with sauce. Enjoy.